Hello, I'm Don Hammock, Sports Information Director here at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. It's a good one. Number 7 Bulldogs beat Copiah-Lincoln 27-20 up here at Wesson. We're going to talk with head coach Jack Wright, wide receiver JP Coulter, and linebacker Taurean Davis while we take a look at some highlights. Then we're going to introduce you to defensive back Marcus Washington when we play 10 questions. Our team preview this week is on the softball team. Coach David Kuhn will introduce us to his 2025 Bulldogs, who are going through the fall ball season right now. Stick around. Here on the field with head coach Jack Wright after a big win, very important win in the South race. Jack, how was it like bouncing back this week after a tough loss last week? I thought your team showed a lot of character.
Yeah, you know, anytime you come off a tough loss, you're ready to just play again. You have to wait a week to do that. You have to earn the right to do that. You have to have a good week of practice and prepare, and we did that. Just really respect the way our kids handled that. You know, they came into work Sunday night ready to go. Really didn't talk about last week a lot. We just kind of got ready for Copiah-Lincoln.
In the early going, you guys have a turnover. They're able to cash in. They go up 10-0. I thought y'all were in a little bit of trouble, and you turn it around, you know, right away. What was that? What happened on that play?
You know, yeah, it felt like they had a little bit of more energy than us in the beginning, which, you know, home team, you know, on ESPN, that's predictable, I think. We just had a route kind of drawn up to JP in the middle of the field, you know, off play action, and it kind of came open just like we thought it might. You know, we take several shots throughout the game, Don, and most of them don't get noticed because they're not there. But that one was wide open. Landon did a great job of hitting JP in stride in the middle of the field.
That really got the offense going. What were you able to do, you know, after that kind of broke things open?
Really, I thought our passing game was really good tonight, really sharp. So I think that was it. You know, we tried to run the football. We've got great backs. We've got a good O-line. And so we have got to run the football. You've got to maintain possession of the ball. But our chunks and our production tonight came in the passing game, and that was key.
Let's talk about the regulators. They got put, you know, kind of in a tough spot there early on. Give up 10 points in the first quarter, but then not a whole lot the rest of the night. What did you see from them?
They just kind of bowed their neck up. They played really good all night. We gave them some yards. We gave them some first downs, but we bent, but we didn't break. We didn't give up a lot of points. Just really proud of them for not really staggering after that 10-point deficit.
Yeah, we talk a lot about time of possession, and they beat us pretty bad in time of possession tonight, but the number of plays were virtually identical. So it's not like they were, you know, your defense was out there getting run up and down the field. So I thought that was important.
You know, I've played Copiah-Lincoln, I guess, 7 times now. And one thing that they are really, really good at, Don, is just kind of getting first downs. You know, they get in second medium, third medium, and they get first downs. They do a great job here of moving the chains, and that limits your offense's opportunities. That's what they did. They were on the field a long time, but that's kind of the strength of Copiah-Lincoln, is that they get those first downs and stay on the field.
Let's talk about Mason Beverly. He had a touchdown catch. He's been a really important guy for y'all this year. You know, we may have talked about him before. Redshirt guy from last year has really earned his way into a big role with this team.
You know, Mason is really fast, and he separates from people. And so he's a little bit different than some of the other receivers that we have. You know, he gets off man-to-man coverage really well, and he's done a great job of catching the ball in the middle of the field. So it's really, I want to say, a very pleasant surprise, his production this year. We knew he was a good athlete in the spring, and then throughout summer school he kept making plays. And what we see in practice, we see the same thing in the game. So I'm really surprised, you know, that he's having the kind of year that he's having, but I'm not really surprised on a week-by-week basis because I see what he does in practice.
And we mentioned Landon a little bit. You know, that guy is a competitive dude, man. He is just going to go out there and give you everything he's got.
He wants the ball in his hand. You know, even there at the end, you know, he had some ideas on us throwing the ball there, trying to run the clock out. But had a great night tonight. I think 4 touchdowns. Is that right? I think he had 4 touchdowns. So just a spectacular night versus a really good defense. This might be, I think statistically, it's the #1 defense in the conference, and they're up there in the national ranking. So we knew it was going to be a tall task tonight. Our defense was going to have to play well to give us some chances. They did, and Landon came through in some really big moments.
This game was big for the playoff picture. How do you feel about that now as we go into the last 2 games and we finally get some home games coming up?
Yeah, no, we and you talked to this week, Don. 7 games in, we've only had 2 home games, so it's been a tough schedule. We've got 2 home games in a row coming up. We need to play well. We need to win. I still think as a coach, you can look at the division standings and start thinking playoffs, but we got 2 big games coming up, and we're not going to overlook anybody. We need to lock in and make sure we play really well and get better the last 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to go improve.
Next week is homecoming. I know that's always a special week. You get a little extra time to prepare, get a big Saturday afternoon crowd in Perkinston, so I know y'all look forward to that.
There'll be a lot of people that are not able to make it on Thursday night, so just encourage everybody to come out and root our guys on.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Here on the field with sophomore wide receiver JP Coulter from Ocean Springs. JP, monster night for you, 5 catches,
yes,
$118, couple touchdowns. What did it feel like out there tonight for you?
Man, it felt real good just to be able to get back out there. After that loss last week, we come back out there and we was fighting hard. And, like, the game plan that we came in, it was a great game plan. Like, Coach Wright, everybody, we had what we had. And they gave us exactly what we wanted. Like, off those 2 touchdowns that I had, that is exactly the look that we wanted, so it came out perfect.
You're down 10-0, and it's not looking great. I mean, you're not in any huge trouble, and then you go out there and one play, 70 yards. Tell us what happened on that play.
So, I mean, just like how we've been practicing it, and they gave us the opportunity, so our job was to stop block the guy inside. And as soon as I go to block, the safety's coming down on film. He was coming down every time. He shot down, and I just, boom, came right under him, gave him a move, and got vertical. And landed through a good ball, and I made the catch. Touchdown.
What happened on your second touchdown?
So the second one, they went cover 0, and they had guys in the box and had 3 over us 3 wide outs. And, I mean, it was basically, I had a glance look, so it was a little slant basically, and I just got to the spot. Landon made the ball, and it was touchdown. So.
Just talked about Landon. You mentioned him there a couple times. That dude is super competitive, and he is fired up. What's it like playing with him?
He has energy. I'll say that. Like he's definitely competitive. Like just being undersized already, he just has some fight in him. So that alone just shows you what type of guy he is for sure. So
Regulators got the job done tonight. What did you see from the defense?
I really seen them step up and making more tackles, you know what I'm saying? Just making their open field tackles and stopping the run. They stopped the run well because, early on the run was, they was getting outside and making runs. So we was able to get that under control, and the regulators stepped up big time for sure.
Next week will be your second homecoming. What do you think about this week coming up?
It's going to be a long week. We got practice on Saturday. It's going to be game on Saturday, but I think throughout the whole week, we just got to stay locked in, dialed in, and just be able to have a good time on Saturday.
We had a good time tonight.
Yes,
Congratulations,
sir,
JP.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Here on the field with freshman linebacker Taurean Davis from Marks, Mississippi, Quitman County. Taurean, big win for you guys, a big bounce back win. What was it like this week getting ready for this game?
We were really focused this week. Last week really humbled us, and made us realize we were not impenetrable. It made us focus, and it made us remember that we still can be beat, and we have to focus.
You come out and get behind 10-0. Look like you might be in a little bit of trouble. What did y'all do to rally up?
We just kept the morale high. We know we have a great offense and we can score at any time. The game is never over with our offense, and we know our defense can make a stop when we need to.
Did y'all have to make any adjustments as the game went on?
We saw what we wanted to. Like during film, we saw everything we saw. And they changed a couple of things. We made some minor tweaks at halftime. Really sealed them out.
What did you see from the offense tonight? You talked about them being dangerous at all times. They got that big play to get y'all back in it.
Yes, sir. I mean, they just have a bunch of great guys over there. They're led by a great quarterback. He's a freshman as well. Hell of a guy.
What does this win mean for y'all, in the playoff hunt?
Yes, sir. I think it secures our playoff spot, but we're still looking and we're still hungry for more. We want more. We want it all.
All right. Congratulations,
Yes, sir.
Taurean.
Thank you.
Let's meet defensive back Marcus Washington when we play 10 questions.
My name is Marcus Washington. I'm from D'Iberville, Mississippi, but I lived all over. I started preschool in Japan and then moved to California. After that, middle school, I was in Mississippi, and then high school, California again, and then now I'm back here in Mississippi. Both my parents are retired Marines. My dad for 20 years, my mom was 12 years. I started playing football my 6th grade year because there was no football in California. I would say it was good, yeah. I started on the offense. Well, I love football because it's a chance to meet new people. It's a brothership, and I love actually playing it because even when sometimes you don't feel like it's in your control, you can still go make a play. So about Coach McDougal, he's really likable. He's not too serious, but he holds us accountable. I think that makes him a great coach. He's a player's coach, so he really trusts us. As long as you make yourself right, he's gonna let you play how you want to play. My favorite musical artist is Gunna. He's a rapper. I like the calm vibe and the beats. I'm not too loud with it. If I could only eat one food, I would pick like a sub like Subway. It needs like type of sandwich so I could change it up. I do like salami, pepperoni, pepper jack, banana peppers, and like honey mustard and spinach. If I wasn't playing football, if I had the opportunity, I'd probably be playing basketball. But if not, I have a 3.7 GPA, so I'd just be a regular student. My major is currently IT. I hope to make money with it. My dad did something similar in the military, so I just kind of following him, I guess. My favorite superhero, I would go with Iron Man. I like the suits, I like the design, and then he's normal, but with the suits he can do anything. My favorite sports movie is McFarland USA. It's about a cross-country coach that moves to a new town. He doesn't have there's no cross-country team, and he goes around the town, sees a group of kids that run to the fields to work. He convinces them to run cross-country, and they end up winning the state championship. Favorite gift? For graduation, we went on a cruise. So my family likes to do trips instead of presents, lifelong memories, so I like going on trips. Went to Mexico, Belize, and Jamaica.
Softball coach David Kuhn is putting his 2025 Bulldogs through their fall ball paces right now. Let's talk with Coach Kuhn about his team and take a look at his players.
I think we've got a lot of depth on the mound and in the field. feels young with 12 freshmen, but I like our look right now. Probably pitching and defense. Hopefully the hitting will come along as it goes. You just never know, but I think our strong suit will be pitching and defense this year. We return Olivia Falcon. Olivia's the only returner with a lot of innings, a lot of experience, did a great job for us last year. We got a sophomore, Madison Lesh. We think that'll give us some good quality innings, and then a transfer sophomore, Carly Rouse, who should give us some depth on the mound as well. Got a freshman, Riley Crayon, who will be able to help us on the mound as well. Got another freshman, Aaron Cahill, throws hard, good drop ball. Have Abby Lindsay. Abby's a utility player who can pitch and play outfield as well. And Carolyn Batson. So got a lot of arms on the mound, a lot of different looks, and I think that's going to be to our advantage. We've got Savannah Wilbanks returning and A.B. Parrish, who've got some experience back there and have done a good job when we've asked them to do it, whether it's last year or this fall. And we've got 2 solid freshmen right now, have done pretty well, Aniston Tate and Sydney Beach. So we've got 4 girls that can catch anytime. Infield, pretty strong. I feel like, we've got Madison Lesh, play some first base, maybe Carly Rouse, maybe Carolyn Batson, maybe A.B. Parrish. I don't know. It's, obviously we expect Madison to pitch some, and so somebody will have to play over there when she's not there. We got Savannah Wilbanks returning at second, who made all conference for us last year and did an outstanding job. Also got Brooklyn Peterson right now behind her, a freshman. Gives us some outstanding depth. Shortstop right now looks like it might be Brooklyn Mitchell. Brooklyn's a freshman from down here at St. Pat's, and that's caused us to move Aaliyah Boget over to third. Aaliyah was all-conference shortstop last year, an outstanding player, and we've got Natalie Jones, gives us some depth in the infield. We've got A.B. Parrish as well. A.B. can play second, third, short. Natalie Jones can play second, third, short. So can both Brooklyn. So got a lot of depth in the infield. Very talented group. It's going to be interesting and fun to watch. We returned Irina Sanford. Ree played a lot of center field for us last year, and a little left and a little right. She can play all 3 spots out there for us. We've got Millie Moran, sophomore, who we've moved out to the outfield. She's got some really good speed, can cover some ground out there for us. We've got Kenzie Cochran, a freshman, who could potentially play some center field. It's a good little slapper, offensive threat, bunting, slapping, hitting for us. Got Abby Lindsay. Again, Abby is a pitcher, hitter. Has got some pop. Got a chance to hopefully help us replace all those home runs Jet in Georgia hit for us and give us that opportunity. Got Layla Barnes, who's a really good outfielder from down here in D'Iberville. AB could play some in the outfield. We got Bailey Tullis as well. He's Central kid who can swing the bat pretty good. So got a lot of players that can play out there and swing it. It's just going to be, we're going to ride who's hot. Coach Byerly, Jack does a great job working with the hitters and primarily the outfielders. April spends most of her time working with the pitching staff, but kind of can bounce around the infield, outfield hitters, and having KK around is nice. Have somebody just finished playing, got some experience, maybe can relate to the girls, in ways and help them understand Q-isms or Barleyisms sometimes. So it's nice. Very blessed, very fortunate to have some folks here that work hard and love the game and know the game well. It's probably same old hat. He's probably Jones, Pearl River, Colin, Northeast, Northwest. Hines is going to be good again. So, on any given day, you got to bring your A game or you're going to get beat in this league. You have to show up every single day to have a chance. It's ridiculous. Softball-wise in Mississippi Junior College it's crazy. The 14, 15 team knocked off some of the top 4 or 5 teams last season, and it continues to happen all the time, just on any given day. There's so much parity, so much talent in the state, a lot of great programs, great coaches, good players. It's very comparable to the SEC as far as junior college softball is concerned. Definitely top 3. We want to be one of the top 3 teams in the state. We want be able to compete for the state championship and go to the regional and to the World Series. I mean, that's the bottom line. We're here at Gulf Coast to compete for the state championship and win the regional, go to the World Series. That's the bottom line. That's the only reason we play.
Thank you for joining us for Bulldog Blitz. We'll see you next week. It's a homecoming episode of the Blitz. We'll be coming to you on Saturday evening after the Bulldogs play Coahoma in Perkinston. Thank you for joining us.